Hi guys, the reason I'm filming like this because I made the whole entire video, but I literally forgot to make a intro, and I think I forgot to make an outro. I don't know, something is wrong with me. But I am reacting to this crazy animation where this brother stalks his own sister. I know, weird, crazy. I'll put the video in the description below if you guys want to watch on your own, if you think I was talking too much in this video, because sometimes that happened. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Don't you guys forget to like the video. So without further ado, here's the video.
I had always had a love for investigative shows. Private Eyes was one of my favorites. But my love of investigations didn't come from there. It came from my dad.
Oop. We already know what it's about, so let me just say before we waste a lot of time here. So he may think, oh, it's a good idea to stalk my sister because I got inspired by my dad in a TV show. Why do I look so freaking dark? Okay, sorry. But I just said the whole entire thing. It was about how a boy was interested in investigating because of TV shows his dad. So he's like, oh, it'd be a fun idea to stalk my sister and see what's going on with her life. If I'm right, give the video a thumbs up.
We were only 4 in my family. My dad, my mom, me, and my older sister Amy. I didn't like Amy at all. She was so annoying and self-centered. She was always on her phone, even at family dinners. She always had to...
So, okay, he don't like his sister that he finna get ready to stalk. I thought you at least like your sister, but he don't like his sister, so... Will you at least stalk someone you like? Like, stalking is not a good thing. Before y'all say, well, you think stalking is a good thing? Stalking is not good at all. I'm just saying, most stalkers stalk people that they like, right? Or wrong, I'm confused. I don't know how stalkers think. So, I'm just confused why he's gonna stalk his sister that he don't like. I guess we're just gonna find out.
Do the things she was not supposed to do. Once, she had her friends over at our house. They were chattering and laughing in her room. I had just come home from a football game, so I looked a little messy. I had dirt on my clothes and hair. I had to pass her room to get to mine. As I was passing by, they saw me and one of her friends yelled out, "Amy, your brother is so stinky." Everyone in the room burst out laughing. Even my...
See, that's what you don't do. I don't care how you don't like your sibling. You don't laugh with your friends if they talked about your brother. Like, that just... Only I can talk about my sibling that way. You, friends, don't do that. Oh. And then... Look at your outfit. You got your nerve talking about someone stanky. Look at that outfit you got on. Ooh, you have the nerves.
My sister. She didn't even defend her own brother, which really pissed me off. I was so embarrassed that I turned red. I ran to my room as quick as possible and closed the door shut behind me.
See, what I did, if it was me walking out, and someone that called me stanky, you in my house. So if I beat you up, I won't go to jail. You inside of my house. So when I beat you up, I can't get arrested. So the choice is yours.
Incident made me hate her even more. So I made up my mind that I had to teach her a lesson. Some days after that incident, I was talking to a friend of mine in the hallway of our school. While we were talking...
Let's stop right here. So, okay, the story will probably be a little different from what I said in the beginning. So, he wants to get revenge from his sister, so he wants to stalk her. I don't think that's the right choice of stalking. Stalking. Like... I don't think that's the right choice. Whatever. But I want to fast forward so I can see the stalking part. I want to see the stalking part. Okay, so we went a little forward, whatever. So the friend, I guess, at first he was like, oh, it's just a rumor, bro. Like, it ain't that deep. And I guess he decided to change his mind because of what she did to him when they laughed at him about his little soccer uniform, whatever the case may be. So now he thought about stalking. So what was the beginning all about? About him liking investigation shows and his dad being an investigator and all that. I guess that got nothing to do with it. He just wants to stalk his sister because he wants revenge. So, yeah.
I had great influence from my dad and investigative shows in my life, so I knew just how to keep an eye on people. First, I had to get ready and prepare all the essentials. For that reason, I went to the store and bought some dark green and all black clothes and a hat. Then, I went home. I checked if anyone was inside. As no one was home yet, I went directly to the basement and took out my dad's old binoculars and camera. I took all the things I had gathered to my room and hid them in my closet. A few days went by.
You don't think this is a little too much though? Like all of this work that you gotta do just because your sister laughed at you with her friends. Like there's a lot of work. You could do revenge, fine, your life, but doing so much for it, it's just like, ugh, all she did was a laugh. You could just did a laugh too, or did something more smaller. You could have stalked this girl. Like that's a whole different level of revenge. So I guess he caught his sister trying to hang out with her friends while the parents knowing, and he's like, oh, this is a perfect plan, perfect day, perfect time to stalk my sister having fun with her friends. Am I the only one that think this is a lot? Like this is a lot. No, it ain't never that serious.
She was of me, so I had to catch up. As I went out, I saw that she didn't take her car, so I assumed she walked. So I decided to walk as well. I hurriedly walked past my house, and two more, checking around to make sure no one was looking. After that, I could see her in the distance. She was wearing her heels, so she wasn't walking that fast. I quickly took out my camera and snapped a picture of her on the street. I made sure to keep enough distance so she wouldn't suspect that anyone was following her. After walking a while, I saw her meeting up with a guy in the alley of a nearby nightclub. There was a streetlight lit, so I could clearly see who the guy was. I didn't know him properly, but I knew that he didn't have a good reputation around our neighborhood. As soon as she reached near him, she went on and hugged him. "I got you," I whispered to myself. I took up my camera as fast as I could and snapped another picture. Then she kissed him. Snap, another picture.
Again, in my opinion, this is a lot. This is too much. I wouldn't do it personally because this is a lot just for a little laugh with her friends and you stalking her. I guess kissing her boyfriend and all that. I mean, I guess she been getting in trouble now and all this mess. And I guess he Okay, so we fast forward a little bit. So what happened was that the pictures that he took, he mailed it to his own house so his mom or his father could look at them. So obviously his father got it, looked at it, and then he grounded the girl and she couldn't use the phone, everything like that. Now we at the point where the girl asked her brother to use the phone and he said, sure, you can use it. And then he told someone to meet her at a park at 1 o'clock. And I guess he been a stalker again, who knows?
At around 12:30, she sneaked out of the house. I already knew where she was going, so I didn't rush behind her. A while later, I dressed in my all greens, put on my hat, and wore my camera and binoculars around my neck and headed out. I took my car this time. I drove to the park and parked my car. I went inside the park and saw Amy seated on a bench waiting for someone. I looked around for a spot where I could hide and spy on her. Instantly, I found a perfect bush. I went into the bush and started using my binoculars to view the bench she was seated on. I saw that the same guy from last time showed up to meet her. I wanted to take a picture of that, so I was switching to my camera from binoculars. I felt something crawling on my neck. It was a bug. I got startled and started moving to get...
I mean, I don't get it at this point. Like, I see that he want more revenge, but did he already got enough? Like, she already grounded. She already can use the car. She can use her phone. What else do you want? What else do you need?
Get it off me. My movement caught the attention of a bystander who saw me with my clothes, binoculars, and camera in the bush. He came towards me and started yelling, "Hey, what are you doing?" That caught many people's attention. I got scared, so I ran as fast as I could, avoiding everyone. I got in my car and drove back to my house. And and ran to my room and quickly changed my clothes. While changing, I heard Mom and Dad pull into the driveway. After changing, I went down to sit with my parents to make it seem that everything was normal. Then, Amy came rushing inside the house, busting the door wide open. "Dad, someone's stalking me," she said without even taking a breath. It seemed like she came home running. She was breaking a sweat and looked very scared. I felt bad for her, even regretted my action.
I mean, why wouldn't she? She found out that someone's stalking her, but she don't know it's her brother, so...
But I tried my best to act clueless. She explained to Dad how she sneaked out to go to the park and some stranger told her that someone was spying on her and ran away when he called him out. My dad silently listened to everything. When she was done, my dad started talking. He explained how after he received those photos of her the first time, he was determined to know the source of those photos. He found out that the envelope had all the information about the shop it was developed in. I got chills in my bones as he was explaining. I was such a fool that I didn't check for information and more.
Oh, he got caught slipping again. Like, that karma. This is how karma works. Like, you do something to somebody and then boom. You're gonna come back somehow. Sorry, my camera died. But, he got slipping and just like,
More of a fool thinking my dad wouldn't figure out. Now, I was the one who was breaking sweats. My dad turned to me and said, "Jacob, will you explain?" I got so nervous that I couldn't say anything. For a moment, I wanted to get out of the house and just run away. I regret every decision I had made. "Jacob!" my dad yelled. I hesitated, but I had to tell the truth. I spoke with my head downwards in a low tone. "It was me, Amy. The stalker. I'm sorry." Amy looked at me in surprise. Her eyes were red and puffy because of crying. I could tell that she was disgusted and disappointed. She approached me.
I mean, what do you expect her to feel and do and what it is? Because what else can she do? You thought she was gonna give you a hug? But I mean, lesson learned, everyone. Don't stalk your siblings.